What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today we're going to be talking about the shocking patch that just came out of nowhere, 0.1.1D, and it certainly has a lot of quality of life and endgame type things, focuses on console and controller a little bit as well, but some of the all-around changes that everyone can partake in is the fact that we now have the ability to have a map stash tab. Now, currently in the shop, it is certainly not available just yet, but I can give you a little bit of more details and information around it. First off, it does have 6 substashes for each tier of Waystone, and each substash can hold 96 Waystones for a total of 576 Waystones that can be stored for each tier. So that is a massive, massive amount of space and inventory for the Waystones. It can possibly even hold precursor or just tablets in general, which is going to be fantastic. You can change each of the colors and the labels of each of these substashes, and of course set them to public. So if you want to get some sold, you can do that and interact directly with the trade website. Another thing that they have done is they've made adjustments to performance on console, like the Xbox. Small things like microtransaction style, at least in terms of like the some of the cosmetics. You now have the Havenwood Cloak cosmetic transaction available for Path of Exile 2. This is something that carried over from PoE 1, of course. There's now a bug, or there was previously a bug, where the all of the stats kind of shifted over on the passive tree, on their passive menu. So Dex, Int, and Strength were all shifted over one value to the right, and you had to go over to your character screen to see the correct values. Well, now they've gone ahead and fixed that, so now Dex, Int, and Strength are reflected accurately across both screens. I'm reading the notes over here as well. Another thing is they fixed a bug where online filters would sometimes disable for console just by logging in. This is something that would happen very often for me. So when you'd go into options, when you'd come in, this right here would be disabled, deactivated, whatever the word is, you know, and you'd have to go in and set it, save, and sometimes quit out and go back in just so that it could have, you know, start functioning appropriately. That's now been fixed. So that's something that I haven't really had issues with in the last few days, but for the last week or so, I was having tons of issues with it, and the loot filter just simply was not working anytime I logged in, so I'd have to troubleshoot and get it to work. Just Xbox players, they had some instability issues that have now been addressed. Settings were being lost from Xbox, but nobody likes Xbox anyways. There's an issue with 16:10. That specific aspect ratio was not being supported, but it's now fine when using a controller. And one of the biggest ones, other than just kind of crash fixes and client crash fixes and all that, one of the biggest ones that I had been actually having such issues getting in touch with the GGG support team about was if you go to the microtransaction shop and you were trying to upgrade your supporter pack, it was not available. It would not reflect on console specifically that you had purchased previous packs, such as the Lord of Ogham pack and the King of the Ferrodin pack. For a lot of you guys, if you're not familiar with the supporter packs, if you purchase one and say that you do want to upgrade during the early access period, you have the ability to upgrade it at a discount. So if this right here is the $60 amount and this here is $100, if I purchase this one here, I'll get a discount of the $60. So I only need to upgrade, spending $40 extra for the King of the Ferrodin pack. So you don't have to go and spend the 60 plus the 100 to get both. You would just do the $60 pack, and then you could upgrade by just paying the difference and get the King of the Ferrodin pack, for example. Any subsequent purchases were not reflecting for console, and this is something that I had been asking about for weeks, and that issue just hadn't been addressed on the support team. So I'm glad that they actually, although they didn't address it directly to me, they addressed it, you know, console wide. So it was something that was happening the entire time. So now it says upgrade. It's going to feature your upgrade, and then you can actually pay the difference and upgrade the pack, as opposed to paying the 140 or 240, whatever this was. You just have the discounted price. So really exciting, and I'm really glad that they did that. That's something that I was really hoping for, because during the early access period, this is the only time that these supporter packs will be available. So if you want to do that now for console, they've actually made some changes, which is really nice. As I mentioned earlier, the map stash tag is going to be super exciting. Apparently there's all kinds of space that we have, a total of 576 Waystones that can be stored for each tier. That is massive. So that'll more than take care of kind of the clutter that we have in a lot of our mapping tabs that we've dedicated to this in Endgame. So that's something that we definitely hope for. In terms of future updates, you know, obviously we would like to probably see a stash tab specific to each ritual mechanic, breach mechanic, because Delirium has one, right? So we'd like to see them across the different mechanics that are available in Endgame. And I'm sure that that's something they're going to be working towards. But in either case, the fact that we have a map stash that will soon be available to us in the store. At this point in time, it is currently not available yet because it's only 12 out of 12 stash tabs, and we just have these standard tabs that are available on the sale. I did notice that there was some weird interactions with this tab where it was showing 0 of 12 stash tabs, so they're probably trying to update it. And here in the next few moments, we'll have access to the map stash tab and understand more about the price. But the functionality is there. It's going to be very simple to use. It has tons of space for us, and it's really exciting. A great addition to tackling the end game. Other than that, guys, that's really all for this one. It was really just focused on just several fixes, very kind of centrally focused on console in particular. And then, of course, everyone gets the nice map stash tab upgrade and the ability to purchase that so you can use it to just enhance your quality of life. But all in all, guys, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more content like this, just be sure to like and subscribe. If you made it this far and you learned something, be sure to drop a like. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being the best part of my channel. And until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out.